folks, welcome back to another edition of Fast Facts Live, this time coming to you from our igloo in the North Pole. I am your elf helper, Dan O'Keefe, and joining me as always is my elf helper, Tom Shermy Hillmeyer. How are you, Tom?
Shermy?
Do you want to be a dentist?
Do I want to be a... No?
Isn't that the guy's name from Rudolph? Shermy the elf? There's not a question about Shermy the elf.
I hope,
so
yeah,
we didn't just give you a question.
We did not write that.
No. Oh, I'm sorry. How are you, Tom?
I'm doing all right.
Good.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
If you played on, so when was that, Sunday? Last Sunday? Time flies because time doesn't exist. How is it December already? I don't know. If you played on Sunday, you will have noticed that we did 50 questions. We're not doing 50 questions this week. It's just 25. Just the normal amount, normal fun stuff
game
that you get.
Oh.
You're out of...
It's autofocusing.
Yeah.
It's a camera from 2011. It was my first HD camera.
Really?
Yeah.
I was born in 2011.
No, you weren't.
I remember it was really cool on my flip phone that I had that it would shoot 320 by 240 video. I was like, oh, this is the peak of film. This is the peak of luxury. Was I wrong?
It's the height of luxury.
Spared no expense.
Spared no expense.
I don't know what accent we both just did, but definitely wasn't Richard Attenborough. Okay, that's enough. Let's get into the rules on how to play it. We've
My
rambled.
brother just texted me saying, and I was like, what? Like worried that something broke? He replied, you look cute. Good luck.
Well, you do look cute.
Oh, thanks. Okay. Okay.
Hey! I'm surrounded by ivy. Holly?
Holly. Or it was actually a wreath
Uh-huh.
that I photoshopped to be a square.
Wow. Did you use the smudge tool?
No, I tried to though.
You did?
But yeah, because how to make a round thing square, Dan? You gotta smudge it.
You put it in corporate America, Tom.
I put it in corporate America. It's now got a 401k.
Okay, here's how you play Fast Facts Live. We have 5 rounds of 5 questions each. You have 30 seconds to answer each question. It counts down on the screen for you. I'll be gone, unfortunately.
I'll be gone.
I'll be gone. I die every time that we go to the counter. Send all your answers to ChartyBot, who you've been interacting with. You can double or nothing one round. How that works is if you get every question right in one round, you can say, I want to double or nothing this when ChartyBot asks you. If you get everyone right, well then congrats. You get double the points. You get 10 instead of 5. But if you get even one question wrong, guess what? Zip, zilch, nada, nothing. 0 points. You can only use it once per game. You can wager between 0 and 10 points for the Hail Mary question. And do not cheat, or Charty will run you over with a reindeer. Walking home from your house on Christmas Eve, you can say there's no such thing as Charty, but as for me and Tom, we believe.
We've gotten a request to do a reading of the team names.
Well, guess what? It's just about time to do a reading of the team names. In many particular order. One, actually. The team names are Subaru, beep beep vroom vroom. It's my, parentheses, Kate, B-Day, happy birthday to my Aunt Kate. Boomer Bells, Dasher and Dancer, Egg Girl and her rusty sidekick scrambled eggs. Get some WD-40 there. Quiz Cats, Yosarian, Trumpets, Kate is great. Snow Pants, warm and snuggly snow pants, waist to ankle snow pants. Rowdy Ramen Rough Boys, Sergeant Pepper's Homely Charts Shrubland, The Kinder, Ferber Joe and the Joe Ferber Joe, Grumpelstiltskin, and the Jomos. Thank you everybody for being in here. We've got 24 good questions and 1 bad. And whoever gets to figure out which the bad question is, you win nothing.
What?
What?
They're all good. Whoever's team name is Yosarian, I love that.
I don't understand it.
It's the protagonist of Catch-22, which is my favorite book. I don't know if that's what they meant, but I enjoyed it.
I thought they were saying like, yo,
Sarian.
Sarian, and Sarian is like how you say Syrian if you're pronouncing it wrong. Yeah. Anyways, let's get into the first round. Let's get into the game. First round is, it's sales event season. It's Holly Jolly Fast Facts, which means we have to do Holly Jolly Capitalism. Time to pull out your wallet and answer these questions about automaker year-end sales events. Question 1. Japanese automaker Honda runs a sales event this time of year called what? 30 seconds. Brief correction, it's Hermie, the elf that wants to be a dentist, not Shermie. Thank you to intrepid fact checker Caroline Norton for that. Anyway, question 2. Built for the holidays is the winter sales event for what Detroit automaker? 30 seconds. Tom adjusted the camera there, so it was dangerous. We didn't know if I would be in frame or not. Question number 3. What luxury brand of Toyota is behind the December to Remember sales event happening now? Question number 4. Subaru, uses their year-end sales event to help raise money for charity. What do they call this event? And our last car question for you, Tim Allen of Home Improvement. Toyotathon isn't a marathon or a phonathon. It's a winter sales event for Toyota, you dingus. A car manufacturer from what country? And that is the end of our 1877 Cars for Kids category. That's cars and category with a K. Send in your last answer to ChartyBot. Double or nothing if you wish that you could be Al Borland. That's a Home Improvement reference for you. Can you tell what's on free TV that I watch because we don't have cable? It's Home Improvement. Before we move on to the next round, I need to give 2 quick shout outs for birthdays. 1 to my Aunt Kate, who I said before, but happy birthday, Aunt Kate. You are playing. Thank you for playing. And also, happy birthday to my Uncle Dennis. He is not playing, but he just turned an age. I don't know how old he is now. 61 maybe? That sounds right, but happy birthday, Uncle Dennis. And no, Uncle Dennis is not Dennis Tracy. I don't think Dennis Tracy is 61. Maybe next year. Anyway, let's move on to the next round. Jingle Jangle. Answer these questions about holiday music. And speaking of holiday music, let's see if you can hear this.
Dan, you're gonna hit us with a copyright strike.
This Jolly Old St. Nicholas is not copywritten. It's like 300 years old. Probably. I don't know. Anyway, I just wanted to play that because I found it. Now, Jingle Jangle. Question 1. Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer, was first created in 1939 for a storybook published by what former Chicago-based department store? You have 30 seconds. Question number 2. Which artist was only 13 years old when they recorded the classic hit, Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree? 30 seconds. Question number 3. A Christmas Gift for You from Phillies Records was produced by what notable producer known for his wall of sound technique, let's take a hard left turn, who is currently in prison for murder? 30 seconds. Question number 4. Miss Fanny Bright is a character introduced in the second verse of what James Lord Pierpont Christmas song? And last question. Irving Berlin's song White Christmas was first featured in what 1942 musical starring Bing Crosby and that dancing man Fred Astaire? That is the end of this week's Jingle Jangle category. I'm gonna threaten you with it coming back because I love Christmas music more than most things in life. But anyway, send in your last answer to ChartyBot. Double or nothing if you think you did really well in that category. I'm sensing that many of you do not think that you did very well in that category. And maybe you'd be right. So maybe don't double or nothing. Unless you like to live dangerously. Speaking of living dangerously, we're gonna go to a break while I try to dive into the fire behind me. If I survive, we'll be back in a little bit, so stay tuned. Hey, we're back. It's Fast Facts Live. I did survive jumping into the fireplace. As you can tell, it's a video. Tom's TV didn't survive. That's a brand new TV behind us. I'm sorry, Tom.
It's all right. I needed a new one anyway. This one's only a year old.
Yeah, did you need a new one? Did you? Really?
I don't know. I got a steel on it though.
Yeah,
It's like $200.
it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I got my TV for a steal too. I took it out of an old lady's hands.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna.
I committed a crime.
Yeah.
Speaking of crimes, guess what the prize is tonight?
Crimes.
Yes, it's a crime against your wallet, because I bet you wanted a $10 Amazon gift card, didn't you? Well, you're not getting it unless you're a patron. Because our prize tonight is, we don't have a picture to show you, but it is a Fast Facts Live mug. Holiday mug.
Yep.
For all your holiday needs.
Perfect for hot chocolate.
Perfect for hot chocolate or just a full glass of whiskey. Mm-hmm. You know, whatever gets you through the holidays. Anyways, let's go over the answers for rounds 1 and 2.
If you're not a patron, you just get the mug. If you are a patron, you get the mug and a $10 Amazon gift card.
And if you're a super patron, and that's where you tuck both Tom and I in at night,
Oh yeah, we got one of those.
you get, in addition to the mug and the $10, you get a kiss on the forehead from us at the same
Doesn't
time.
sound sanitary.
Ugh. Sure. It's probably not. Can we go over the answers now? Yay! I'm small again. I look like I'm like the brother that moved away and doesn't talk to the parents anymore. And they just keep my picture up because they're like, oh, I wish he'd call.
Wow.
Oh well. Anyways, sales! Question 1. Japanese automaker Honda runs a sales event this time of year called Happy Honda Days. Built for the holidays is the winter sales event for what Detroit automaker? That is Ford. What luxury brand of Toyota is behind the December to Remember sales event? That is Lexus, or Lexus if you pronounce it incorrectly. Subaru uses their Sbarro.
Subaru.
Sbarro.
It's Subaru.
It's the pizza place. Sbarro.
It's the TikTok.
Subaru.
Subaru. It says Subaru. It's like my favorite thing.
They use their year-end sales event to raise money for charity. They call this event Share the Love. I think that's what Charles Manson called his event. And lastly, Toyotathon isn't a marathon or a phonathon. It's a pantheon. It's a winter sales event for Toyota, a car manufacturer from Japan. And round 2, Jingle Jangle. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was first created in 1939 for a storybook published by what former Chicago-based department store? It's 2 words and it starts with an N, so of course it's Montgomery Ward. Everybody got this one wrong. I wouldn't have gotten it right either. Question 2. Which artist was only 13 years old when they recorded the classic hit Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree? That was Brenda Lee, not Macaulay Culkin. Question 3, A Christmas Gift for You from Phillies Records was produced by what notable producer known for his wall of sound technique, who is currently in prison for murder? It is neither Allen Iverson nor Suge Knight. It's Phil Spector. Question 4, Miss Fanny Bright, all dressed in white, is a character introduced in the second verse of what James Lord Pierpont Christmas song? That is Jingle Bells. A day or two ago, I thought I'd take a ride. Something, 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 Miss Fanny Bright by my side. I think that's somewhat of the lyrics. The second verse doesn't matter. And lastly, Irving Berlin's song White Christmas was first featured in what 1942 musical starring Bing Crosby and Fred Astaire? Not White Christmas, it's Holiday Inn. Or Holiday Out. Which came first? Trivia for you, Tom. Which came first, the movie or the hotel chain?
I want to say the movie.
Correct.
Yeah. Is it named after the hotel chain?
No.
Or is the hotel chain named after the movie?
Yes.
Oh,
I know, it's fun. In the 50s, there was a guy who was traveling cross country, and he was really like thrown off by the fact that he wasn't sure that the places he was going to stay were nice, because all you had were like motor coach hotels. So he started a chain of motels called Holiday Inns that people would stay in. They know the quality, kind of like the McDonald's model.
yeah. I'm like, it's the fast food of hotel chains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's where, and he got the
Should
name.
apply- That should be applied everywhere.
I don't think it should. I think that's a bad idea.
It's a terrible idea.
But he got the name from the movie, and if you want to learn more useless facts about the 50s, read the 900-page book The 50s by David Halberstam. I did. Let's move on to round 3. Up in the mountains, reindeer paws. Grab your croutons, crampons.
Crampons. They're the spikes on your shoes.
Not gonna make the joke. And pickaxe, and let's answer these questions about mountains. Question 1, the Santa Catalina Mountains, not the wine mixer, are a mountain range located in what U.S. state? You have, guess what, 30 seconds. Question number 2. What is the name of the mountain that the Grinch calls home in the classic Dr. Seuss story, Hop on Pop? No, it's not Hop on Pop. Okay, 30 seconds. Question number 3. Everest may be the tallest, but which of the top 5 peaks in the world is the deadliest? Question number 4. This is Tom's favorite question. Harry McClintock was the first to climb what mountain? And by climb, we mean write what 1928 country folk song? What song did he write? And question 5. Contrary to popular belief, you can't bobsled down what alpine mountain? That's it. That's the end of our mountain round, you intrepid mountaineers and hikers. And what are other words that you can call people who climb mountains?
Mountaineers,
Got that one.
climbers,
Got that one.
brave people.
Sexy people.
What are the people? What are the people from Nepal who?
Sherpas?
Sherpas.
Sherpas. If you're a Sherpa, double or nothing. I don't think any of you are.
Do you know the first Sherpa to climb to the top of Mount Everest?
Sure. Who's Pa?
What?
Sherpa. Sherpa.
Sure. Pa.
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 Who was it?
It was Tenzing Norgay.
I did know that. I wouldn't have been able to come up with the name,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
when you say it, it's like,
When
yeah,
you say Tenzing Norgay. Oh yeah.
obviously.
Oh yeah, we all know who Tenzing Norgay is.
Anyway, the name of my first son will be Tenzing Norgay. Let's move on to round 4. Jane Austen. In honor of it being my Aunt Kate's birthday, we have a round all about Jane Austen. She loves Jane Austen, and guess what? We make the rules here. So that's how it works. So happy birthday. Let's go into it. Question 1. Mr. Henry Woodhouse is the father of the titular character in which novel, the final novel published during Austen's lifetime? Question number 2. The Lizzie Bennet Diaries is a 2012 web series adaptation of what Jane Austen novel? Question number 3. Jane Austen was known for her use of what literary device using language opposite of its true meaning, or, in a different sense, like rain on your wedding day? Question number 4. It is thought that Austen suffered from Addison's disease, the same disease that afflicted which 1900s president? And lastly, Austen was recently placed on the back of the £10 note in the United Kingdom. That's really heavy to put in your wallet. Replacing what on the Origin of Species author? And that's it. That is the end of our Jane Austen category. For those of you who did not enjoy that round, congrats, it's over. For those of you who did enjoy that round, don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. Also, double or nothing because it happened. We're going to take another break. When we come back, I will break, and you don't want to miss that, so stay tuned. Ah! I'm breaking now! The show's breaking! What's happening? What? I'm back! Oh no! Hi everyone, we're back. It's still Fast Facts Live. Why is it that I have to burp whenever we come back from a break? It's gone now, so don't worry, but just had that feeling. Some of you may know that yesterday was actually the most important holiday in the US and maybe around the world. It was the day that the Spotify Wrapped playlist comes out, where there's the burp, where they give you all your statistics of listening for the past year, like who your top artists were, what your top songs were, and all that. And because I'm insane, I take that information and I go one step further. So Tom, if you could put the screen up so I could show people what I do. Oh no, shoot, I messed something up. 1 second, excuse me. I'm insane. So I have this spreadsheet that I have for the last 5 years of my Spotify Wrapped, and what it is basically, if it's in gray, that's the only time it's been on the playlist. If it's in light blue, that's the first year it's there, and it comes back the next year. Dark blue, first year it's there, but it doesn't come back until a non-consecutive year. So like, whatever the second song is, No Easy Way Out by Robert Tepper, that doesn't come back until I think 2019. So there's a 3-year break between them. Green means it moved up. Dark green means it moved up and then it fell out after this year. Light green just means it moved up and it continues to be on. Same with red. Gold is where it reappears. So sorry, Robert Tepper came back in 2018. But something that I think is very fun, aside from the fact that I'm crazy for doing this, because this is how I spent my last night and it brought me way too much joy, is I have a second tab called Frivolities, which has some fun stats in there. So I counted who my top artists of every year were. And I think you can see here, Linkin Park in 2016 and also this year. The reason I zoomed in like this is because in 2017, WWE was my top artists. Out of 100 songs, how many were on the playlist? 20.
Oh my God.
A fifth of my 2017 Spotify Wrapped playlist was WWE entrance themes.
Oh my God.
And then 12 Ben Folds songs. Not sure how those connect.
What goes on in your head?
Nothing good.
Nothing good.
Nothing good. Anyway, I just wanted to show you guys that. Oh, I zoomed out too far. It's so small now. That's it. We're done with you. Let's get back to the trivia, because that's what you're here for. Not. And you just watched an old man use a computer. Let's go over the answers for rounds 3 and 4. Up in the mountains. The Santa Catalina Mountains are a mountain range located in what state? Arizona. What's the name of the mountain that the Grinch calls home in the classic Dr. Seuss story? It's not Mount Doom. It's Mount Crumpet. It's right next to Mount T. Everest may be the tallest, but which one of the top 5 peaks in the world is the deadliest? Somebody said K9 and woof. No, it is K2. Question 4. Harry McClintock was the first to climb what mountain? And by climb, we mean write what 1928 country folk song? The Big Rock Candy Mountain. And question 5. Contrary to popular belief, you can't bobsled down what alpine mountain? The Matterhorn. Blame Walt Disney, and I blame him for all of society's ails. Moving on to round 4.
I mean, you're accurate in a lot of cases.
In some, yeah. You know who don't commit mass suicide? The animals that name I just forgot. Lemmings. They don't do that. They were forced to for the documentary that Disney made.
I was thinking more of like corporate greed and making a giant company.
I only look out for lemmings, Tom.
I mean,
you know the people that have like the I break for whatever bumper stickers? I break for lemmings. I've broke for lemmings. I'm broken. Ooh. Let's keep going. Jane Austen. Mr. Henry Woodhouse is the father of the titular character in which novel? The last one published during Austen's life? That is Emma. Emma Henry Woodhouse. The Lizzie Bennet Diaries is a 2012 web series adaptation of what Austen novel? Pride and Prejudice. Jane Austen was known for her use of what literary device, using language opposite of its true meaning, or in a different sense, I have to sing this part. Like rain on your wedding day. It's the free ride, but you've already paid. It's the good advice that you just didn't take. And who would have thought it figures? It's irony. Isn't it ironic? Don't you think? A little too ironic. I'm sorry. It is thought that Austin suffered from Addison's disease, the same disease that afflicted what 1900s president? We said 1900s, so not Abraham Lincoln. It is John F. Kennedy. And Austin was recently placed on the back of the 10-pound note in the UK, replacing Charles Darwin. Old Charlie D. Got the boot. To give a score update, in the top 5 teams are It's My Kate B-Day, Snow Pants, Sgt. Pepper's Homely Charts Shrubland, Egg Girl and her rusty sidekick Scrambled Eggs, Kate is Great, and Ramen Rough Boys, and the Kinder. So our top 8 teams are our top 5 teams.
That makes sense. The math checks out. They're gonna hate this round.
Yes. It's our toss bag round next, so good luck. Yeah, you know. Question 1, what's the most popular vehicle sold in the US? 30 seconds. Question number 2. What type of flowering plants does vanilla come from? I used a double plural. That doesn't make sense. Question number 3. Last week, Pope Francis promoted Wilton Daniel Gregory, the first African American, elevated to what position? 30 seconds. Question number 4. What's the most recently established U.S. executive branch cabinet department? Question number 5. What is the term for opening a bottle of champagne with the blunt end of a sword? That's it. That's the toss-up round. Send in your last answer to ChartyBot. Double or nothing if you haven't and you want to. Yeah. So next we have our Hail Mary question where you can wager anything from 0 to 10 points no matter what your score is. So if you have 0 points and you want to just go for broke, bet 10. If you get it wrong, guess what? Score doesn't carry over. It's not like you start next week with -10. We shouldn't do that.
We can if we upgrade ChartyBot.
We shouldn't.
But you give us money and we can upgrade ChartyBot to do it.
If you would like to answer Tom's pleas for cash, baby cash, you can do so at patreon.com/inconclusion.
What?
Yes, give to my podcast. No, patreon.com/fastfactslive.
Yeah, or fastfactslive.com/donate.
Or tomhillmeyer.com/please, oh, please, oh, please, give me that sweet, sweet green, baby. I need that dough.
We should do a fastfactslive.com/bigmoney.
Big money, no whammy, big money, big money.
Yeah.
Stop, is what you're saying to me now. If you haven't wagered already, I was supposed to give you like a hint for what the category is. It involves science, medicine. I think I've given you enough time.
There's a bunch of people with it.
Hail Mary, wager between 0 and 10 now, counting from 0 to 10. 0, 1, a bunch of other numbers, 19, 45, 10. And now, our Hail Mary question. Antonio Egasmonis won a Nobel Prize for psychology, physiology, or medicine for his development of what brain-affecting procedure? You have 30 seconds. Good luck. That is it for the Hail Mary question. Send it in to ChartyBot. We are going to take our final break ever. That's right. Going forward, all Fast Facts Live will be commercial free. What?
We don't even have ads. They're our own ads.
I know. So we're actually going to have longer commercial breaks going forward. 45 minutes.
Do you want to buy ad space?
Do you want to buy ad space? You can. You have a very captive audience of, I'm going to say 1,000. Because I like to lie. Speaking of lying, we're not coming back, so stay tuned. Haha! I lied. We're back. I bet you thought that we wouldn't come back, but you thought wrong. Let's not take any more time. Let's go over the answers. For the toss-up, what's the most popular vehicle sold in the United States? It is the Ford 150. Question 2, what type of flowering plants does vanilla come from? I'm not going to correct it. It's orchids, or chids, or chides. Chives? No. Last week, Pope Francis promoted Wilton Daniel Gregory, the first African-American, elevated to what position? He is the first African-American cardinal, so that's fun. In the Catholic Church, there have been a lot of African-American cardinals on the baseball team.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah. It's the first time I've said heck yeah for anything related to the Cardinals, except for maybe them losing.
You gotta say heck yeah to like Bob Gibson.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Go Cubs, I have to say now. Otherwise I light myself on fire. Question 4. What is the most recently established U.S. Executive Branch Cabinet Department? That is the Department of Homeland Security. And what is the term for opening a bottle of Champagne with the blunt end of a sword? That is sabrage.
Yeah, I think it's
Sabragi.
Or sabering,
Yeah, we accepted sabering.
because you use a saber.
Remember to saber your work before you close out of Microsoft Word.
Remember to holster your saber before you sit down.
Remember to saber your work before you close out of Microsoft Sword.
Well, that was a stretch.
That was a big stretch, something that I've never done.
You got way excited when you thought of that.
It's the little things, everyone.
Yeah.
And the Hail Mary question. Antonio Igasmonis won a Nobel Prize for Physiology or Medicine for his development of what brain-affecting procedure? That is the development of the lobotomy. Technically, he called it the leucotomy, but we did accept lobotomy. It wasn't specifically an ice pick lobotomy, although that was an actual procedure done to actual people, and that's terrifying. We have a tie in first place. I'll tell you who those teams are after we go through the entire leaderboard, so let's go over the scores. In last place, in 19th, with a strong -3 points, we have Grumpelstiltskin. With -2 points, we have Yossarian, so I'm sorry, Tom.
It's fine. He lost in the book anyway.
Spoilers!
The book is like 50 years old.
It's like 70 years old.
Is it more?
The 50s were 70 years ago, Tom.
I guess it was published in the 50s. I don't know. It's a great book. I've read it multiple times.
Cool.
Highly recommend.
In 17th, we have Ferber Joe and the Joe Ferber Joe with 2 points. 16th, we have Trumpets with 5 points. 15th, Laxatives still working with 8 points. Very happy for you. In 14th, we have Bambus with 11 points. 13th, the Jomos with 12. 12 points, BD Returns with 16 points. 11th, Quizcats with 18 points. 10th, Subaru Beep Beep Vroom Vroom with 18.5 points. 9th, we have Dasher and Dancer with 22 points. 8th, Egg Girl and her rusty sidekick Scrambled Eggs, 24 points. 7th, we have Boomer Bells, Boomer Bells. It's blind dog time in the city with 26 points. In 6th place, we have It's My Kate Birthday with 28 points. Right above that, in 5th place, we have Kate is Great with 29 points. Right next to each other. In 4th place, we have the Kinder with 30 points. 3rd place, Rowdy Robin Rough Boys with 31 points, meaning in a tie for 1st place with 33 points, we have Snow Pants and Sgt. Pepper's Homely Charts Shrubland. So you've already received a message for those two teams have received a message for the tiebreaker question. We are going to tell you what that question is now, so we can actually have a winner for this week. Tiebreaker is approximately how many bubbles are in a bottle of champagne? Whoever's closest wins, and tie goes to whoever gets it in first. So, since we don't go to a break during this,
You have 30 seconds.
you have 30 seconds. You know what they say, 30 seconds isn't really 30 seconds because due to...
Yeah, we got both.
Oh,
and there's a
okay.
clear winner.
Oh, okay. I was going to say we only got one answer in so far, but actually we got both, so...
Your mom lied. She did get a message,
Ah.
and she replied.
Do you hear that, Mom? Tom called you a liar. What are you going to do about it? Bring your
Mrs.
sword.
O'Keefe. I'm sorry.
You're
Okay.
good.
Sergeant Pepper's whatever. Oh, do you want to give the answer?
Oh, yeah. I should probably do that. How many bubbles are in a bottle of champagne could it be? Approximately 49 million.
Okay, so Snow Pants replied with 250,000.
Well, a little low. A little low.
And Sergeant Pepper's something replied with 7 million.
Well, neither of you were really that close.
Yeah.
But Sergeant Pepper's Homely Charts Shrubland, you were closer, so congratulations on winning this week's edition of Fast Facts Live. Guess what? You get a mug! Are you a patron? I think so.
Yes,
You
they
are.
are.
You get a mug and you get $10 to Jeff Bezos' Wonderland of Fun. What's stopping Jeff Bezos from being Santa? He has the money. He has the logistics. He just doesn't have the hair.
He has the logistics. He legitimately does.
He does.
He is the only man in the world who could deliver packages like all over the world in one night.
I know. I met his daughter once.
I know. You almost dated her.
Almost dated her, meaning I met her once.
Yeah. You missed that opportunity, dude.
I could be the future Mrs. Daughter Bezos. I don't even know her name.
Well, if she's not married, it's probably still Bezos.
I meant her first name. Anyways, that's it for this week's edition of Fast Facts Live. Thank you all for playing. Special thank you to our patrons. You will see your names in the credits. Thank you to Tom for producing the show and making sure everything runs.
Well, thank you for
and for the
hosting.
44 hours of rendering that the intro took.
Oh my God. Yeah. I couldn't use my computer this weekend. It was just rendering. Yeah. For 20 seconds of eh.
I think it's great. I love it.
It
We also got great
feedback.
feedback from my Aunt Kate. Happy birthday again.
Oh.
She said, wonderful intro.
Oh.
She loves it.
Thanks. Cool.
So thank you. We'll be back next week for another edition of Fast Facts Live. Same fact time, same fact channel, so tune in then. In the meantime, I have been, am, and will continue to be Dan O'Keefe. Everybody stay safe, have fun, happy holidays. Bye-bye.